Hi everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs, and I've got another card for you. See that bow on top, isn't it cute? Featuring this beautiful Forever Lovely stamps and framelits. Here they are. We're going to use this framelit and this one. Now you might say, well, where are the stamps? They are inside. See the hearts? But I'm also using several other things here with this. I am using, first, let me show you this one right here. It says, the world needs more people like you. That's actually a free stamp set from Celebration called Part of My Story. It's only available free with a $50 order. And then on the front, I am using one of our new well-written framelits. Look how many there are, all these different words. And we're going to use the word thanks, which I have right here. All right. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I want to do is cut this piece right here. So what you're going to need is a piece of Blushing Bride as well as Whisper White that measure 3 inches this way and 4 1/4 this way. All right, so let's get our two framelits off that we're going to use. Bring the big shot over and let's get them lined up. Now we're going to do one at a time. The first one, the one that goes on top, is the white one. So we're going to start with the white. All right, the first thing we're going to do is cut the white with this piece right here. And I always think it goes this way, but it doesn't. It cuts this whole edge off right here. So you've got to remember to flip it the right way. I always look for this little flower because I know that that one's the one, the edge, that's going to cut it totally off. And I'm going to push it all the way to the end of my white paper so that the edge of the framelits on both sides over here are touching. All right, now we've got the magnetic platform on there so that it should hold it in place. We're going to run it through twice. This is a really intricate die, so I want to give it 2 runs. And let's see, this part should come right off, and then you can see in the back here, see how it cuts all those pieces off. So very carefully pull it off. You're going to need your Big Shot die brush to get all the little pieces out of there for the next sweep through. All right, now we're going to do the other side. So look for the little flower, line it up, make sure that these little top parts of your framelit are touching the edge of the cardstock, and then very carefully run it through again. And let's see, there we have it. All right, now we'll get all the little doodads out in a minute. Let's go ahead and do the next part since we have it here. We're going to use Blushing Bride, and it's the same size. So I'm going to set this on here to see exactly where I need to put that edgelet, where it's going to cut the edge. Line it up there. I'm going to take this one and let's see, it's going to line up right there. Now I don't want to leave the white piece, so very carefully I'm going to slip it out. It jumped. Let's try it again. Sometimes your magnets will jump because the magnets on the inside of your platform have flipped, or your clear plate is bowed quite a bit, which mine is. So I'm going to hold it there very carefully, pull this one out, and I'm not going to move anything. I'm not going to breathe. Let's put it on and run it through. You can also stick it down with washi tape if you're afraid it's going to move, or a Post-it note can hold it in place. There we go. So we had that. Let's look to see how it looks. Looks pretty good. All right, now let's turn it this way. And let's get it lined up like that. And now let's do it again. Whoops, I got that flipped around. Put that down on there. Get it as close as we can. Hold that down and slide that out. Let's see if it'll stay, and run it through. Now while we have the Big Shot over here, let's go ahead and cut that thanks out of basic black, and we'll look at that in just a second. Where is my black piece? Here it is. We're going to run it through. Not quite as complicated as the first two pieces. Look at that. Beautiful, just comes right out. Let's try it again. It comes right out. There we go. All right, I think we're done with our big shot. Let's move it out of the way and put this card together. All right, we're gonna start with this piece, and we're gonna, again, be very careful with our die brush, getting all those little pieces out of there. The die brush is great. It's a great accessory to have to go along with any of your intricate dies. Get all those pieces out. It reduces the frustration level when you're trying to pick them all out. All right, let's see. Is this the right side? Looks like, let's see. Let's turn it around and see which side. Oh, yeah, no, that's much better. All right, we're going to put some adhesive here. We don't want to go too high because we don't want the adhesive to show through those little cut pieces. So I'm going to lay that down right there. All right, now I've got a piece of vellum, and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the vellum so that, oh no, got a white doodad stuck to it. There we go. A little bit of adhesive on the vellum so you won't see it. And I'm going to grab my die brush again. One thing these dies do leave is quite a bit of little doodad mess. All right, now you could adhere this in several ways. You could use the multi-purpose adhesive sheets, but you have to do that ahead of time. You have to remember to stick that to the back of your basic black cardstock. And you could also use glue dots, but I'm going to use the fine tip glue pen. I only use this occasionally because I make a mess. I'm a pretty messy, as you can see. I'm a pretty messy gluer. And let's very carefully lay that down right there. All right, very nice. Now, make sure you put that little needle back in or it'll dry out. All right, I'm going to give that a few minutes to dry. Let's stamp the inside. I'm going to use that cute stamp that has all the little hearts going up in Blushing Bride, about right there. And then I'm going to take the sentiment from Part of My Story. Again, that's a celebration set. You can only get it for free, and stamp that right there. The world needs more people like you, in Memento Black. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost done. Now, this is a Blushing Bride card base with a piece of basic gray that is 4 and 5 1/4. And then this designer series paper, which is some of my favorite paper ever, is the butterfly, botanical butterfly designer series paper from the Celebration catalog. And it is a free item during Celebration as well. It's got butterfly prints on one side and then all black and white prints on the other. All right, let's stick this down here like that. Hopefully my thanks is dry. Now let's open it up, and we're going to put this on the inside. And we're going to add a few little things right here. I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to grab some of these rhinestones and stick them down. It looks like my putty may need to be refilled. I'm almost out. But see how it picks those up? And then you just can set them back down. I love this tool. It's really cool. All right, maybe one more. Right there. Okay, last but not least, of course, that fun little basic black twine bow up at the top. I love to tie a bow along the seam of a card. I think it's really fun. It gives kind of a whimsical look to the card. And we are done. Let's cut this off and take a look. All right, you guys, I hope you liked this card. It's fun. It's not too complicated. Just take your time with those framelits and you'll have a beautiful card in no time. Make sure you hop over to my blog. I've got a PDF for this project as well as 2 others that were created during a Facebook Live. Here's the one that we just did. All the products as well as those measurements that you need are at the bottom. All right, you guys, have a great day and let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.